Welcome back to the channel, coin lovers and history enthusiasts. In today's video, we're going to take a closer look at the 1985 United States half-dollar coin struck with the P Mint mark, meaning it was produced at the Philadelphia Mint. This specific coin is part of the famous Kennedy half-dollar series, a design that has been in circulation since 1964. Our focus today will be on the 1985 issue in circulated condition, and we'll go through its design, history, specifications, mintage, and collector value. The half-dollar coin of 1985 belongs to the Kennedy half-dollar series, first issued in 1964 to honor President John F. Kennedy after his tragic assassination in 1963. The design was quickly prepared as a tribute, and it replaced the Franklin half-dollar. Even in 1985, more than 2 decades later, this design was still being used, reflecting its popularity and significance in American coinage. On the obverse side of the 1985 half-dollar, you'll see the well-known portrait of President Kennedy. This design was created by Gilroy Roberts, the chief engraver of the United States Mint at the time. Kennedy's profile faces left, and his hair, facial features, and suit details are finely detailed, even on circulated examples. Above his head, the motto Liberty stretches across the top rim of the coin, while beneath his chin is the national motto, In God We Trust. The year 1985 appears below the portrait. On circulated coins, the obverse design often shows signs of wear. Kennedy's hair details may appear smoother, and the luster of the metal can fade over time. Still, even in worn condition, the profile remains clear, and the symbolic value of the coin is preserved. The P Mint mark is placed just below Kennedy's neck, identifying it as a product of the Philadelphia Mint. The reverse side of the 1985 half-dollar showcases the presidential seal, a design created by Frank Gasparro. At the center is a heraldic eagle, wings spread wide, clutching an olive branch in one talon and arrows in the other, symbolizing the nation's desire for peace but readiness for defense. A shield is placed across the eagle's chest, and above its head is a ring of stars. Surrounding the design are inscriptions, United States of America, along the top and half-dollar along the bottom. Like many circulated half-dollars, the reverse design on the 1985 P issue often shows wear around the eagle's feathers, the shield lines, and the stars. These are the first areas to lose detail as the coin passes through many hands. Even so, the overall imagery remains powerful, representing both the presidency and national unity. In terms of composition, the 1985 half-dollar is made from copper-nickel clad, which means it has a pure copper core sandwiched between 2 layers of copper-nickel alloy. This replaced the earlier silver composition used in the 1960s. The coin weighs 11.34 grams, has a diameter of 30.6 millimeters, and a thickness of 2.15 millimeters. Its reeded edge helps prevent counterfeiting and allows people to identify the coin by touch. The Philadelphia Mint struck over 19.8 million half-dollars in 1985. Compared to earlier decades, that's a moderate mintage, but it's still a large number. These coins were primarily made for circulation, though half-dollars were not as commonly used in everyday transactions by this time. By the mid-1980s, half-dollars were less popular in daily commerce, with most people preferring quarters and dollar bills. Because of the high mintage, the 1985 P half-dollar in circulated condition is not considered rare. Millions are still available, and most circulated examples hold only their face value of 50 cents. However, they remain interesting for collectors who enjoy completing a year-by-year set of Kennedy half-dollars, and they are also popular as historical keepsakes. When we talk about coin condition, circulated pieces like the one we're discussing often display scratches, dull luster, and smooth high points where details have been lost. For example, Kennedy's hair, the eagle's feathers, and the stars above the eagle's head may appear flattened. While this lowers collectible value, it still gives the coin character, showing that it was once actively used in circulation. Uncirculated examples of the 1985 half-dollar are much more desirable for collectors. These coins retain their mint luster and sharper details, making them more valuable. In mint state condition, they may sell for a few dollars each, depending on grade. But in circulated condition, like the coin we're focusing on today, the value usually stays close to its face value of 50 cents. Still, there are some exceptions. Error coins from this year, such as those with misstrikes, off-center strikes, or double dies, can attract collector attention and command higher prices. These are much harder to find, but they add excitement for those who carefully check their pocket change or coin rolls. The Kennedy half-dollar series remains one of the most collected U.S. coin series of modern times. Even coins like the 1985 P half-dollar, which are not particularly rare, are still appreciated as part of the broader history of the series. Collectors often aim to assemble complete sets from 1964 through modern times, making even common dates important for filling collection gaps. From a historical perspective, the coin also represents America in the 1980s, a time of economic changes, shifting international politics, and national pride. While it may not directly reflect these events, the Kennedy half-dollar itself remains a symbol of remembrance for a president who inspired many Americans in the 1960s and whose legacy continued to influence generations. In summary, the 1985 P. Kennedy half-dollar in circulated condition is a common coin with modest financial value but important historical and symbolic significance. Its design connects us to President John F. Kennedy's memory and to the traditions of American coinage. Whether you find one in pocket change, inherit it from family, or pull it from a coin roll, it's always worth setting aside as part of numismatic history. So there you have it, an in-depth look at the 1985 Kennedy half-dollar with the P mint mark in circulated condition. While it may not make you rich, it's a coin full of history and national pride, and it continues to be a favorite among collectors. If you enjoyed learning about this coin, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell for more coin stories from the United States and around the world.